Good morning, sir. Master Obafemi, hello.
Good morning, sir, Mr. Moyo.
You don't
Naga,
port go America. Are you in the morning?
don't mind me, Jerry. Now, God, they greet. Good morning. You now,
Okay.
good afternoon. Now, I hope the Amatan will reach your side, sir.
My reach you. It's everywhere.
It is well, good. More the user and the master were dinner so that when we finally reach.
Interesting. Was it Manuel that was saying he put his head inside fridge just to say Canada.
See, Canada, you are nothing. Go pass you.
Oh my God.
Let us mercy.
Good practice.
Yes, so we got to rehearse so that we won't be caught unaware.
Avi, how's the day going on?
My brother, it's been fine. Thank God. How's work too?
Not bad. Actually, I'm home. I'm preparing for this Azure. Somebody registered an Azure exam for me, so just
okay.
exam to prepare for it.
So you're writing it when?
On Saturday morning.
Wow. Good luck, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, now when you write now, come and teach us.
Well, it's AWS we should be preparing for. This one is just
AWS with the
So this is going to be like an experience anyway. So
Good luck, Moyo.
All the best, Moyo.
Well, I define Dom. So, sir.
Hello. Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sorry, sir. I would like to indulge you. I don't know if you have a site I could get DOMs for. I don't even mind paying for it because I've been searching and all the words I'm saying, I'm not very sure of them.
DOMs are more popular in Nigeria. DOMs are, you should know. I don't really have one. Have you? I mean, complete DOM site for all of it. For which exam?
Azure.
I don't know.
Now, usually the ones I'm seeing, all the ones I've been able to see, they have DOMs generally for most IT certification, but I just know their mode of payment, most of them are asking for PayPal and all that.
Okay. No, I don't know any particular one for it. All right, welcome back to class. So what did we do yesterday and what are we doing today? Yesterday we talked about environment variables. That was the main thing we did yesterday. And then what they do is talk. Download. Did we download Mavis yesterday?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So have we installed Maven and did we move? Okay, I remember this. Yes, so we did that. Now go for sample Maven project. All right, so Apache Tomcat.
I think it's today. We're doing Tomcat today. Downloading Tomcat today.
Okay. All right, so go and then come to that site. Control, copy that site. Okay. Control C. Go to your browser and Control V. So, okay, we're here before, right? This is the replay. And then we said we're downloading in Part 10. Documentation. No. Download some content. Already highlighted it. And then we're doing 64 each. Right? That's downloading. After download, what do we do? Right click on zip. Yeah, identify the unzip. Move unzipped file into program folder, like we did earlier. All right, so let's go. Open when done. Show in folder. Is it done? Okay. I don't have unzip there, so anyhow, extract is another way to unzip. That's the extract. What's the equivalent of extract in Linux? Of unzip in Linux.
Untar.
Yes.
See, man, no, man, don't ready for AWS. So.
So why that's untiring? What do we? Okay, let's see. After we move, and that's it. So there's nothing to double click here. There's no executable file to double. Once you move, you are done. But again, I come back to me observe this system is not able to use what you did unless you tell it through environment variables that I have done this with them. Yeah. We cannot generalize. Cannot generalize yet, but tending to mean that when you double click a file and it's executed, then the system knows where it is. But when you move the files to particular folders, like we did for Maven and that we're going to do for Tomcat, then you have to tell the system, because it was not done through executable file. You have to tell the system where to find the file. Where and how do you tell the system where to find the file? Through environment variables and system variables. Oh, that's something to remind you of. Not generalize, but I think that explanation can help. Because it just downloaded something, you move to a particular folder. So how is the system supposed to know that you have downloaded and that the files are in a particular folder? All right, so download. So what do we have? The zip file and the unzip file. So where do we move this to? To move with cut or copy. As long as you have it. So it says move to where? C drive where? Program file. It says move to program file folder. All right. So this is program file. That's the folder. We'll move them here. So how do we cut from there? So we paste here, right? Paste. This is not. We need to provide materials password. All right. So it's been moved. This is our Apache Tomcat. All right. Earlier on we had Apache Maven. All right. So it's the same developer, the same company. One is Maven, the other one. Good. All right, let's go tell the system that we have done it, that should use it. Where do we go?
Environmental variable.
Okay. We go to environment variable, and then what do we do there? So the way to tell, this one is not called Tomcat home. Instead of Tomcat home, this Catalina home, that's what we have. And Just like for Maven, you have a Maven and then M2 home. For this one, you also have to. All right. So basically, this is how to tell the system what to do this. For systems that do not recognize it as Catalina home, but call them Catalina base, the same thing. So these two lines are just saying whether your own system know it as Catalina home or it knows it as Catalina base. This is where to get the file from. Is it not where we move the file to? That's where we move the file to now. C drive, program, files, Apache Tomcat, Windows, and let's see. That's where we move the file. So this is it. If we open, where is it now? Apache Tomcat, right? Then inside here, Tomcat 10.02. Right? So finally, this is where, although the executable files are inside here, but finally this is the I just want to show you that place so that you don't just, so you have an idea how to generate your. So how do I get this full path name from C drive to program files to this to this? But I think there's a place. Copy the file name. Yeah, that's the file name. Yeah. So that's the full path. This is. It's like a map telling us when you get to C drive, take your left. When you get to your left, so this is the full. That's where I got that link from. It didn't just fall from heaven. So let me paste it here now. Control V. It's not the same thing. The same thing. Oh, okay, this one is a higher version. This was 10.00, but this 10.02, just a higher version. All right, and then the bin folder. Okay, this one is in the bin folder. The executable files are always, bin means binary. It always means these are where the executable files are. The binary files are the ones, the files that talk directly with the computer, not user files, not created by, they are the real programs that interact with the hardware. All right, so that's where I got that from. But we'll have to change this in any case. Let me pull this later. Control C. Then we'll do this one is no longer valid. Remove all of this or put the new Control V. All right. So that's another way to troubleshoot. Sometimes you just copy and paste and it does not work because what was copied 3 months ago is different from what you downloaded today. So instead of 10.00, in fact, the whole directory might even be different. So always copy the, always watch out for the real path. One of these places called path compared to the imaginary path or the previous. Anyway, so let's do a test system with ENG, mean environment, ENV system variable. All right. For this one, let me copy that. I don't have to type all. I'll copy this. Control C, right? Got it? No. Oops. And what do I do here? Catalina home is there. I want to edit it. That's not correct. So what do I do? Edit. And I say, no, that's not that one. But this one has not been. I do Control V.
This is for the user variable. System variable that has to be.
Okay. So Control V. Is that where it should stop? All right, so without the bin, it should stop. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. Where did I copy the one that has been?
That's system variables.
Okay, system variables. User variables. No, I think that this should be up and that should be. Let me check. User variable. This one is user variable. All right, that's fine. And then what else? There's a second line for Catalina home and Catalina base. All right, edit that and change this whole one to yes. Oh no, that change is not correct. Control Z. It starts from Z, from C drive.
Then the version we have there is also.
Yeah, the version is the. Well, I'm not copying the right thing. Let me go copy the right. This is the right thing. This is the right thing. Control C.
Yeah.
Control V. And then Control V. All right. Then that one has yeah. Control. Let me go correct the other thing. So this one is Control B. Correct. Then let's correct Catalina home. A bit. Not tell you are wrong, but no. Control V. All right. Then for the base, for the system variable, we'll come here and we'll say path. A bit. And then we'll look for Catalina program for Apache. Maybe Apache 20. Right? This is that one. Then what do we do? Right, control. Then remains. No, control B. All right. Okay. 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 All right. So that's it. We're done. We're done with Tomcat. Okay. All right. Tomcat is installed. Now let's start the Tomcat that we just installed. To start it, look for the file startup.bat. Bat is an executable file, just like .com or .exe. If you double click it, it will run something. All right, so let's go look for startup.exe, startup.bat in where? In Tomcat Apache Beam. All right, so let's go. Where's the C drive? C drive. C drive. Nowhere.
Program files.
Then
some cards.
all right. What's the file? Startup.bat. That's it. All right, so we double click. Double click, it should run. I told you how to run that. So,
So when you clicked it, it actually ran, but it was very.
But yeah. Let's see if there's a better way to run it from the prompt. If not already, remember to start your Apache Tomcat server. That's what we're trying to do. It's here, .bash. Put the build file. Okay. Since we're in Windows, maybe that's the best way to run it. All right. These things are actually simpler with from Linux. And good for you, you'll be running this in Linux. This is just to give you the feel that of how these things work on your system. All right. So, like you observed, Moyo, it's run in the background. And then now we have our Tomcat running in the background. All right, our Tomcat is running. I hope. So how do we now run Tomcat? Tomcat is a web server, just like your IIS and what? And your HTTPD. How would you test your HTTPD, your Apache? The one who call the Apache with that one. How would you test it? You go to your web browser, and if you have a web page, you load the web page, and then you know it's working or it's not working. So it's the same thing because this is a web server. Same thing. So so what do? We go to Apache, we go to our web browser, any web browser, in this case, Chrome. And then, like I was asking you yesterday, the browser we're trying to browse, the web server we're trying to browse is right on my host. So for that reason, I'm going to say local host. That's how to browse your right? Press enter like you would do for the other two you did before. Not getting results. Right? Which means web server is not installed. If it was installed, you see something. At least you will not see this site is not retrieved. The web server is not installed. Maybe it is installed, maybe it's just assuming port, a different port. But you can say, okay, specifically use port 8080, which is Tomcat. This is specifically saying use Tomcat. Because without this, you are assuming port 80, which is what?
Apache. HTTPD.
HTTPD or
Yes.
is correct. All right, but in this case, you are saying specifically test for Tomcat. Then you press. Now it should work. If it's not working, then I'll work what we did. By this one should work because we are saying use Tomcat. But what we did is wrong. So let's do troubleshoot and find out what. Because now we have installed Tomcat. We should have our Tomcat working. All right, so troubleshooting will be hard, but something we have to do. So first of all, we got that one right. Startup.bat, which is running. Let's start the troubleshooting from there. I have a feeling it should not be double click. Let's go to our batch, our Git batch. Remember our Git batch because we are dealing with. So let's run that double click. That thing with double click. Let's run it from here. All right. So where are we? All right. So where is that startup.batch file?
Program files.
All right. So let's go to CD where?
Dots.
CD. Maybe what's in the background? Okay. CD. Networking directory. CD. LS. Yeah. Okay, this is the root of G. We're not even here. Let's see. All of this is under G. I'm afraid we may have to use the DOS command for this. This is your JIT bat is restricted to JIT. Cannot get out of GT. It is only for JIT. So let's get out of here and go and use or can access DOS. Let's go to the broader one. The broader one. So we're now in C drive, CD, dot, user CD, dot, and C, dir. Let's program fast there, right? CD, program.
It's case sensitive.
And those may not be case sensitive. LS minus sorry, DR. What's that other file? Apache template, right? Apache template. This is the old one. This is the new one. CD Apache template. I'll copy. CD. Okay, well, we're able to copy. All right, so we're here now. We know there's bin there, so CD. Are we in bin? Okay, let's see. What do we have there? LS? Yeah.
Okay, there's still another directory.
Yeah, okay. CD.
Apache Tomcat. Okay, it's all TX.
All right.
So CD bin now.
Yeah, here. Right. So CD bin, right? Okay. So yeah, this will have that
startup.bat.
Startup.bat. That's it, right?
Yes.
All right. So that is different. All right. This program variable is needed to run. So there's a problem. It's not running.
For my environment variable.
JR environment variable is not directly, it's not defined correctly. All right. So you see the problem. It pays that we came here to do it because from the GUI we didn't
see the error.
We didn't see this error. All right, so good. Let's go and define let's go and look at our Java run environment. All right, so let's go and look for where the problem is. Troubleshooting. I used to run from troubleshooting, but now later I now realize that is the real thing we're hired to do. So embrace troubleshooting. All right, where do we start from? GRE. The good way to start would be, what version did we install? Is it conflicting with the old version we had? That's our GRE. At what point did we install that? Okay, so we copied our Java from here, right? Program Java JDK. Are we sure we copied the right thing? Let's go to the installation. Our installation is on C drive, right? Program file. Java. Where's Java here? Java. If we click this, what do we have? Let's just copy it. And go and compare with the one we use. Control V. It's the same thing. Java C program file, Java JDK. Yeah, it's the same thing, right?
Yes, it is.
What we had here and what we have here is the same. Okay. So that's not the problem. That's not the problem. On is correct. Okay. In any case, let me just. All right. So what about, okay, Java is correct. What about this one? Java bean. Yeah, that's good. All right. Since it's correct here, what about, is it also correct in the environment variable? The environment variable. What's our Java? Java home. Java home is 1501. That's what it is. 1501. Okay. And then what's the other line? Okay, Java is just one line. What about part?
Variable.
Yeah, this. There's Java here. Let's see.
Is there. So we have two of them there. Could that be?
Where is it? Where is the second?
Is
Java?
Second to the last.
Okay, this one. Exactly the same thing. Yeah, let's remove one. It's not likely, but let's remove it. All right, so we'll delete one, right? Where's delete? We have one there. Java part. Okay, so what else do we have to troubleshoot as far as Java dependencies? ARA variable is needed with a dependency. It's already run. Okay, so let's try it again. The same problem, right?
So in that environment variable, I saw a GRE home part there.
We're here.
No, in the environment variable.
Okay, so let's go to environment variable. Okay, I close it. All right. What did you see?
In the system variables, you can see after driven data, there's GRE underscore home there.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's a good observation. Let's try. Let's do something. Yes. Yes. Okay. Do we have GRE? Normally, JDK should come with GRE. Let's go and find out if we have GRE so that we can correct it. Let's go on. So JDK, we don't even need this. It's confusing us. This is the old one. Let's delete it. Delete. All right. So this is JDK. Where's GRE? All right. So we don't even have GRE. That normally shouldn't be a problem because, like I said, JD what?
Okay.
The broader version of GRE. So with this one, it should work. Actually, it should carry that, but no problem. We're just troubleshooting. Let's go and remove that one because that one has no meaning at all. This thing does not exist. Let's remove it completely. If this does not work, if it still does not work, then we'll now install GRE in addition. All right, we are making this troubleshooting is making sense now. So what we're doing. All right, so for that, we delete this. And then we say go on without GRE. Use JDK. Are you aware? I don't know if you're aware, but just the GRE home variable is not defined. Okay, so now we know that we have to define it. All right, good. Now let's go and download GRE. The first experience I had, that one was downloaded automatically. Maybe let me use, what part did I use to download Java? Do Java version. It's not already installed in Java. Define where. Let me go and see. Java version. Let me see the part where I can define it. Yeah, let me look for Java here. Control C. And Control V. How to download and install pre-built OpenG. Okay, this is for Linux. Yeah, but let me see if I can get Windows version. Download the okay. Let's go and open. Let's go our own. This is optimized for Linux. Go. Java what? J what?
JRE.
Java Jerry download. Download Java download for all operating systems. Download Java for Linux for all operating systems. And then the same one we downloaded. We downloaded this one, right? This 79, this is the biggest of them. And for Mac, for Linux, Solaris, 7. Let's try this one more time. Open window. Welcome to Java Object License. Change destination, don't change. Let's try one more time. Let's see if it will install GRE alone. Authorize. If it does not, then we'll go look for only GRE. It's not really installed Java. Okay, so where is Java installed? So GRE is there now. So this is the correct one, right?
Yes, sir.
That's where you ought to be. You have to carry GRE along. Let's move one step backward so that doesn't look like it's magic. Let's start to search for it from C drive. From C drive, right? From C program file, Java. Yeah, so this is correct now. This is correct. All right, so now we have GRE, right? So what is the part of our GRE now? Yeah, right? So we can copy this now. Control C. We have to include it. So let's go to our environment variable. That one we deleted. Let's go on. Replace it. Environment variable. All right, so we deleted from part, right? Instead of having multi-part, you can just put it in edit. The Java already defined. Look at Java JDK. Java name. Java. All right, so we add where's that? New, Control V, and then they all carry B, so we add B. That's not B. All right, is it looking good? Java JDK, Apache, B, Tomcat. All of them are defined there. Git, Maven, this one Maven, this another Maven. Why do you repeat it? Well, it doesn't matter unless it doesn't work. But if I'm very confident, then I can remove one. I don't want the other. Delete. Then Java GRE is now also represented. Do you see any ambiguity here? Everything good here, right?
It's looking good, sir.
All right. So okay. And then okay. All right. Beautiful. All right. So hopefully it works. So come back here, clear the screen, and then CLS. What are we? Yeah, this is just for CLS. And then we'll do start of the environment variable is needed. GRE home this time. GRE home environment is not defined. It is defined now. Maybe we'll have to restart something. What do we restart to make the system know that we have changed all? GRE home. What GRE home? Oh, maybe it's right. Let's go and define GRE home. GRE home is not defined. Okay, it's true. It's correct. So where's our GRE home? I cannot just put it on part without defining it now. Where's the home that this part needs to? This is our GRE home, right? GRE home. That's the home. So Control C. That's the part. So let's go back to environment variable. We define system variable, but it's not here. It's not defined here. We have Java home. Where's GRE home? All right, so we add a new line, right? And then that is the path. That's not the path. And then what are we defining there? GRE home. No. GRE home. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's our part. I observe that everything finishes without the slash. So why does this one have slash? Let's remove this time. It doesn't really matter, but we'll do it. It will look like it's me. Right, so we have Java home, we have GRE.
GRE home we have there, even the path looks different.
The path program. This way.
It's not the new one. It's not the new one we have.
It's not a new one.
No, sir.
For the path?
We've been working on the system variables, not the user variable.
Yeah. Yeah, we need, now that we have it on the user variable, we need to point the path on this. So the path here should be we already defined the path, but let's take a second. Okay, on that path. 1802 MB. Right, so path will be GRE 180 MB. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I believe that we have done everything right. Well, it's good. Let's keep troubleshooting. All right, so are we ready now?
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
All right, GRE variable is not defined. It is defined, I think. GRE home, would you spell that right? GRE home. We have to restart system for it to know that environment. The final look. GRE home. Yeah, that's what's good. Everything looks good. What do we do now to restart? This guy is not aware of everything we've been doing. What do we restart? What do we restart? What do we restart? What service do we restart? It was I'll have to restart the whole system. And this bit you had right there. Let me close here. Close here. Okay, so it looks like we've done everything. I mean, these are the major things. They should work now. They should work. This is, and why didn't we define it here, by the way? Yeah, we didn't need to define all that, and it worked. Okay, every case is peculiar. And then we have this, we just define the path. That's why that one is highlighted. Catalina. Or is there another service that is called in Java? We did this, we copied this straight from we copied it directly, so I don't think we have problem with them. The Tomcat is good. All right, so start of the batch. Let's go back to, let's go to the Windows environment. C drive, program files, Tomcat, right? Tomcat. Start of the batch. Let's try Tomcat is working. I know it's not working from the other side, but let's try it. Or localhost 8080. Okay, let's do something. So HTTP localhost 8080 should work, right? We've done everything right. Look for a sample Maven project. This one has to work for the whole thing. Okay, let me restart the system. So I'm going to lose you. I'll come back then and we'll continue. Let me restart the system for. I think we've done everything that needs to be done. Nothing else for me to do with that. All right, so I'll see you in a few seconds.